Hi guys, today I'm at my own house. This is my father Vinayak and this is my sister Anika. My father runs a millet cafe called Ishta Cafe and today he's going to show us how to make a special food with millets.
So hello guys. So when we talk of millets, generally people think that it's an ancestral food only our ancestors or our grandparents used to make, and it's typically a very bland food. It has to be in the form of porridge and very boring. So we have busted that myth in Ishta Cafe, and then we made literally anything with millets. We have put millets into various form and shape and tried some great recipes with millets, and that are quite popular. So today I am going to try the millet biryani, the Dum Millet Biryani with Little Millet. So millets, if I have to say 2-3 words about millets, millets are very good for human body, very good for the planet Earth because they consume very less water to grow, and they are the powerhouse of vitamins, nutrients. They have low glycemic index, that means they are very good for the diabetic patients, and they are absolutely gluten free. So such a great advantage with millets is that we should all try millets, and they are very tasty too. Let us see how the Dum Biryani with Little Millets is going to taste today, and Anika is going to be helping me as an assistant chef. So to make vegetable Dum Biryani, we have taken these vegetables. To start with the chocho, and here I have chocho and the potato together I have boiled a little, and I have taken baby corn, carrots and capsicum. And to make the biryani paste, biryani masala, I have taken onions, I have taken coriander leaves, and these are the red chillies. Instead of taking green chillies, I have taken red chillies. They are basically the ripened chillies, and I particularly like the color of that. And these are the ginger and some garlic cloves and mint leaves.
Today's biryani is going to be rich with growing spices. So we have taken coriander seeds, methi seeds, black pepper, mace, stone flowers, some ajwain, cardamom, clove, bay leaves, cinnamon and some salt. And we have soaked some kesher in milk. We have also fried some onions.
So let us blend all these together. The pudina leaves, the coriander leaves and onions, chilli, ginger and garlic. So it is going to be a mixture of a color. Actually it's neither green nor red. Very little water. We have taken little millets here and we have soaked it for more than 2 hours. The longer you soak, the better it is, because the millets have a hard husk on top of it. So you need to soften a little bit. See, this is little millet and we have soaked it for more than 2 hours now. We are going to do open cooking. I am going to put some masala in this. Maybe half of the masala that we have taken. 1 cardamom, clove, 2 cloves and 1 bay leaf. And little bit of salt. We've taken Himalayan rock salt here. See, it's looking like diamond. Few granules of that, and we're going to cook with Himalayan rock salt today. So allow it to boil for about 10 minutes. We can close the lid. So as an accompaniment for the biryani, we are going to have yet another millet dish here, which is I'm going to try for the first time. This is called brown top millet. So I have soaked it for 2 hours, and now I'm going to grind it to make a smooth paste. So it is going to be a kind of a gravy made of millet gravy. Let us see how it comes. So we will not take too much. We'll just take this much of the brown top, and I'll make it a smooth paste. And later we're going to make a curry out of tomato, black pepper, then dry copra, then ginger, garlic and red chillies. If at all it tastes good, then it is going to be my proprietary dish, which I'm going to try today. So in the meantime, the millet is cooked. It is not cooked fully, maybe about 80% you can cook it. So unlike in basmati rice where you have to cook 70% or 50%, the millet has a tendency to become a porridge kind of a thing. So it doesn't really matter. Now we're going to drain it to make it granular. So let us grind these stuffs together. Tomato, dry red chilli, pepper, ginger garlic and dry coconut. We'll grind them together. This is a nice smelling, nice colored, gingery and garlicky tomato paste. So now we are going to saute the vegetables in this one by one. So to that we will take a pan, heat oil in it.
So how many different types of millets are there?
There are totally 9 types of known millets in India, and at least people like Dr. Khadar and various other people are working on it, and they are segregated according to the fiber content as positive grains, neutral grains and negative grains depending on their fiber content. So the negative grains are the white rice and the wheat. The positive grains, there are 5 which are also called as Siridhanya, the brown top, the little millet, the barnyard, the kodo millet and foxtail millet. So they are very high in fiber content. And here we are going to do saute the vegetables. So I am going to put the remaining masala here. I am not going to grind it. I will just let them fry directly. And here go the potatoes. And all other vegetables. You can add a little bit of turmeric powder here to get good color. A little bit of turmeric. A little bit of chilli powder. Salt. See, we have nicely sorted it with great color, and now we are going to put the paste which we had made earlier to this. Nice smell of ginger and garlic. And pour little water if you want. If you don't want it to be burnt. And saute it for another 3 to 4 minutes like this.
So how do you come across this recipe?
Well, first of all, it's an interest that I love to cook, and once you get a little bit of basics about cooking, it is very kind of, I'll not say it is easy, but it's kind of thrilling to come up with something new. And you don't have to ape others. Of course, you can be little inspired with their recipes. Of course, this is also one of the videos that I had seen on the net, but I try to always put my own, imprint on the recipe, so that I actually do not ape anybody on the recipe. See how colorful it is looking now. It is green paste and with some reddish and then yellow looking vegetables. Now we will let it cool, and after it cools down we are going to add the curd in this. So it is fully cooked now. We'll switch it off. We'll let it cool. Gravy, which can be used for millets. So I put a little bit of oil. We'll put mustard seeds, and after they splutter, we put jeera, and curry leaves. This paste, allow it to boil along with the paste of the millet that we have made. Nice aroma of curry leaves combined with garlic and ginger and tomato and the dry coconut. We'll put a little water to this and pour later. Let's put little turmeric powder in it. If you put fresh turmeric, it will be even better. It will have a different aroma of its own. So since we have ground the raw tomatoes and all that, we should allow them to cook a little bit. It will leave oil in the surrounding, then you will know whether it is cooked or not. And even remember that the millet is also not cooked, it is simply soaked and then made it into a smooth paste. So we are going to put that in this and boil. So here is the idea was like we needed something pasty, something little thick, a fluid form of a gravy to have as an accompaniment to the biryani. So I thought why not we do this. So it will be thick enough. You can add water depending on the thickness that you want. We'll put some salt. See how thick it has become. You can even have it as a millet chutney after cooking. And you can keep it in the fridge also, you can use it for like 2 days. So I'll put water. It is tasting just great, but it's just that the millet is not properly cooked, so the rawness is there. So once it is cooked, it is going to be a fine gravy for biryani. See, amazing. I think this is good now. We're going to add the whisked curd to this, and after adding the curd, after mixing it, we're going to cook it a little bit more. The reason we had to turn it off was because otherwise the curd will curdle. See, this is looking a nice paste now, and in order to remove the rawness of the curd also, we will cook just to allow it to boil. Probably we can transfer this into another vessel. So we will use a mud vessel. So we did not cook everything in the mud, the clay pot is only because otherwise it could have taken a lot of time. Of course, it's a great idea to use the clay pot. Now we're going to have an aroma of this clay pot. Since we have a clay pot here, we will transfer the masala into that directly, and we will cook it inside it. I have put a little bit of oil inside. So cooking in clay pot is the best thing ever. Did we taste this masala? No. As the curd is being cooked now, just take. Amazing. So I'm sure our biryani is going to taste great. The taste of the biryani is in its eating. Meanwhile, we will see the state of this gravy. It is boiling. We should keep it stirring, otherwise the millet may get settled down. And add more water if you want. And keep a low sim and allow it to boil. So what is happening to this? So now it is ready, the masala is ready. What we will do, we will not make it layer by layer. We will just put one layer of this and then one layer of rice. We'll add these fried onions now. So fried onions, then we will pour millet. So millet is granular form now, it's not too mushy. Then we will add the cashews milk. More of fried onions. Then all of rice. We have taken 1.5 cups of rice, and I think this is sufficient for 5 people. So one another advantage of millets is the yield is very high, in the sense that like you tend to eat less of millets as compared to the rice, the white rice. So for example, 1 kg of rice suffices say about like 5 people, and to suffice 5 people, then probably you need about 0.7 kgs or 0.8 kgs of millets. So another advantage. So we'll stuff this with coriander. Lot of coriander actually. I love fresh coriander. It has its own. We don't need to actually chop it fine. Just like this. Just break them with your hands. So now we will put it on dum. The dough here. So we will just cover the lid with the dough, so that no air is passed and it is cooked nicely. We'll keep a very low flame, and maybe we can transfer it to indirect way of cooking while keeping it on dum. So let the direct flame not be there after some time. So here you go. It's fully tight now, airtight. Indirectly cook it, we'll just transfer this into another pot like this one and put it in this. So now it is indirect cooking. So let us cook this time for another 10 minutes in a very low simmer. And let's see how our gravy has shaped now. Here is the gravy. It's quite thick. Should be quite tangy also. Okay, let me taste this. Very nice. It's so good. So let us open the dum. See. Wow, isn't it looking yummy already? So since we have not mixed this, we will take it out. See this way? We thought it's not. So we will take one side of the portion where we scoop out the masala also together. See, here is the masala, here is the biryani, and then we put it here. Like this. And the best way to eat it is with hands. Spread it, it's piping hot. Fresh coriander leaves, here it goes. nice distribution of all the spices. I could even get one stone flower inside my mouth. Did you know that generally people tend to throw the spices? But recently my friend told me that if you chew the spices little by little, they'll be juicy. You know, that adds to the taste. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I'm sure you're going to try it with this. Use millets at home to stay healthy. Thank you. Thanks to my cook, assistant cook, Anika. She really helped me a lot today.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thanks for watching.